many congratulations, the winner of the DP World Tour Championship and the first American to be crowned the Race to Dubai. It was obviously quite an emotional moment for you. Can you explain to us how you're feeling right now?
It's so special. I came here last year, first time to Dubai. Obviously, not having played too many European Tour events, and I told everyone that I wanted to come out here and win the Race to Dubai, win the DP World Tour Championship, and I had it in my control this week. If I won, obviously, I would have sealed the deal, and that's all I focused on, really. I couldn't really get my head too focused on the Race to Dubai. I knew there's many scenarios that could have happened, but I wanted to come out here and win. I felt like my game has been in a really good spot over the past kind of month and a half since the Ryder Cup. Overall, it's just an amazing win, really special.
Right, and can you maybe pick out one moment where you maybe thought this is it? Was it that putt at 17?
When I made the turn on 9, I think I was like 3 back at that point. The lead was not really stretching past 14 at that point, and I knew I was still in it. I had played 10 and 11 so bad all week, and I continued to play 10 and 11 so bad. Shooting even par on those 2 holes when you're hitting, driver wedge, iron wedge, isn't great. But I had that just kind of snap in the moment on 12, and very tough hole. Was able to make birdie, and just seeing those couple good shots, seeing the putt go in, just kind of propelled, what was to come. 17 obviously was huge. I knew maybe 15 was going to be close, but 15 was not going to be enough. 16 was not going to be enough. 15, 16 under. So, I just want to keep making birdies and hit some really good quality shots coming in on 18 and 17 as well.
Thank you, Collin. Do we have any questions on the floor there, Steve or Bryony, before we begin with the stream? Okay, you're all good. So we'll go to Susan first, please. Susan, on the stream. Okay, Susan's taking her hand down. We'll go to Phil then, please. Phil. Thank you.
Thanks, Neil. Hi, Collin. Many congratulations. It's been an amazing year for you. You've won 3 times. Now winning the Race to Dubai, playing a fabulous Ryder Cup. What on earth do you do for an encore next year?
Win more. It's not an encore. It's not a swan song. Good, farewell to what I'm doing in 2021. I'm going to set my goals high. I always have. I'm going to set the bar as high as I can get and keep going. I'm still not number 1 in the world. I still have a lot to work on my game. Obviously this week was good. I still thought I wasn't playing amazing, but I made do. I was able to make some putts here and there. Hit some great chip shots, made up and down, and made some crucial par saves out here, and that's what you need, So yeah, I still think there's a ton of work on, and that's just kind of the nature of how my mind works and how I work, is that I just want more. I know I'm going to enjoy this one a lot, especially since it's at the end of the year, but there's a lot more from me, hopefully.
You mentioned being world number 1 there. I believe if you're playing in Tiger's event, if you win that, you would go to number 1 for a week, and then John Rahm would take it back. Are you aware of that, and how high a priority is getting to number 1?
Yeah, I am definitely aware of that, and hopefully we can get there. Even if it's just for that 1 week, I'm sure we're still going to have many chances. Hopefully, come next year. And it's been a goal. It has been a goal since before I could even remember and started talking about turning professional and wanting to play golf. Is that you want to be the best in the world, right? And I've been very lucky. I've played very well. I've done some good things so far. But it takes a lot to get to number 1 in the world. You need to be a well-rounded golfer, well-rounded person to get there. And there's been a lot of great players that haven't, and that just shows how tough it is. So hopefully we can kind of use this as momentum into the Bahamas in a couple weeks. Get some well-needed rest in December, and then get started for the beginning of the year.
And finally, from me, are you aware that as European number 1, you have to play for Europe in the Ryder Cup?
Oh, that's so unfortunate, because that is not going to happen.
It's in the bylaws. There's nothing I can do about it.
No, I will stick with my U.S. ties. I promise you that.
Brilliant. Well done again. Thanks for your time this week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Phil. I think we're going to go to Joy in the room there in Dubai.
Congratulations on winning the championship and the race to Dubai. I just wanted to ask you how much appreciation you have for golf history, and how much do will you wonder about what you have managed to achieve today as the first American winner of the race to Dubai?
Yeah, I respect history and I respect it all. My mind does not remember a lot of historical facts, even when it comes to golf. So, but this one's going to be special, right? First American to win the race to Dubai. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. It's an honor, right? There's been so many Americans that have been so great for this sport, so great for this game. But to close out the season-long race for the race to Dubai, it means everything. Obviously, I won some big events, and that obviously helped catapult me up to the top. And there were still a lot of scenarios that could have happened, especially today on this final round. Guys are not giving up, and I knew those guys that had a chance to, possibly win and kick me out of that first spot. They weren't going to give up. You saw what Matt Fitzpatrick did. He shows what kind of competitor he is. Just going out and just trying to make as many birdies as possible.
And one last question from me: how do you now you go for Tiger's event in Bahamas? What kind of a mindset will you try to go there with, knowing that you have actually almost finished your season and you have achieved so much? Yep. So what kind of a mindset will be there when you go to Tiger's event?
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I thought about having an off season, and to be honest, this 4 weeks that I have, I'm still going to be busy. I don't know. I just hope to relax, right? I've done a pretty good job. Coming up into this week, I actually took about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks off on my 3-week break. Sometimes you just need to step away. You need to get your mind refreshed and just get away. I was able to go to Canada with my girlfriend and just step away and just enjoy time, right? Enjoy just being 24. So, it was a lot of fun, but, when I was able to get prepped and get ready for this event, I put everything I could into it because I wasn't taking this lightheartedly. I wanted to come up and have my best game and be ready, be sharp, and thankfully I was.
Sorry, one last question about you getting so emotional out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've not seen you that emotional even after winning major championship. Can you just tell us something about that?
Yeah. I said it since my first win this year about my grandfather, losing him. And, I thought it was right just to talk about him and to use the 3 wins and to continue that, right? Sometimes we believe in things for a week, a day. Look, it's almost 2022. I'm sure a lot of us will have a bunch of New Year's resolutions that will die by 2 days, January 2nd. And I think that's something important that I was very lucky to spread that kind of message, hopefully, throughout the year of just giving thanks, right? It does mean a lot, and I miss him.
Thank you, Joy. And we'll go for one final question. Brian Kill, please.
Yeah, thanks. Congratulations, Colin. Obviously your technical gifts are very obvious. I'm just wondering, the mental game, how much store do you put on that? How much did it help you today? And can you think of an instant where it was a big help to you? Thank you.
I mean, the mental games, look, nearly 50%, or if not more, than what's the physical game in our sport. And that's what's great about this wonderful sport we play, is that it's not just physical, it is mental. You've got to keep yourself in it, and we're out here for 4 or 5 hours, and your mind can wander, and it's okay to wander, but when you're over that shot, you got to get focused. And from the whole one on Thursday, I was ready to play golf, and that's a big thing. Getting off to a good start, getting off, playing well in the first round, that sometimes I necessarily don't do. So, it was important for me to make sure I played that front 9 well, played the first few holes well. And I think the first 3 days I was 3 under through 9. Today I think I was 1 under. So, you know what? Got off to a pretty good start, and that's what you want. You want to be ready by hole 1, and that's kind of what the Ryder Cup taught me, was be ready once you step foot on that tee box. And you can be ready, but, you have to be mentally ready to really try and win that tournament.
Thank you.
Colin, thank you very much. Many congratulations again. Have a great evening in Dubai.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone, for your attendance.